Good day, guys. I just set this up here. This is a pump. It's a Rule pump. It's a Rule bilge pump, and I think it's the only affordable bilge pump that can deliver 26 head of lift. And this is to take the water from this river right here and bring it to my pond, which I will show you in a minute. So anyways, it's got a 2-inch discharge. I got 2-inch flexible hose here, and I'm just trying this out. This is just a test. I know it's expensive. It's a $300 pump just for testing, and I figure if it works, then maybe I could put solar panel. In the meanwhile, I just brought a 12-volt deep cycle battery here. So I'm gonna test it and show you guys as I test it, and you will see the results. There's a positive. Okay, so as you can see, it starts aggressive, but I have about 19 feet of head here. So this Rule bilge pump is supposed to pump 4,000 gallons of water per hour, but I'm not even going to get anything close to that because I got about 19 feet of head lift. So I'm lucky if I'm going to be able to pump 1,000 gallons of water per hour. So anyways, I'll show you where my pond is. So the water is just starting to get here now. And so I just put the pipe through a culvert. So I got a road here. There's a road. Okay, so out the culvert, and you see the pipe through the bush here. Let me go around and show you. So the total length of this pipe is 210 feet. I measured everything before I purchased it. So there we can see, you see the pipe here. So it's going into the overflow of my pond. I put it through the overflow. Okay, so I'm going to show you where the pipe comes out here. Okay, so this is my pond here, and you can see it's down. Look at from the rock cut, you see the line? So it's down about 2 feet right now. Because I stopped the flow of the water going into the pond. The flow of the water comes from a creek nearby. I showed it in a previous older video. And the problem with that water is that it's very, very muddy and dirty because the beaver made a dam in the bush and they're clouding up the water, and also that water goes through a swamp and it's picking up tannins, so the water is like tea. It's getting clearer now just because I stopped the flow like 3 weeks ago. So as you can see by the line on the rock cut, the water went down about 24 inches in 3 weeks because my pond leaks in the middle. There's gravel in the middle of the pond and it leaks a little bit, so you know, I have to continuously pump water in it. So there's the water. It's up here now, and I will show you what kind of flow I'm getting with that Rule 4. It's a Rule 4000 bilge pump. Oops. So yeah, so that's the flow. If this water would be flowing like this, I'm assuming this is about 1,000 gallons of water per hour. I'm not sure. I'd have to measure it with a 5-gallon pail, which I just didn't have time to do yet. But I'm assuming if this would flow 12 hours a day, every day, I think it would keep my pond full. But it does not make sense to put a big battery bank in the bush. You saw where I had my battery. and you know, every day I would have to bring the batteries home and charge them overnight. That's just totally not feasible. So I was thinking maybe I could put solar panels with a what is it called, a linear current booster you need if you don't want any batteries whatsoever. You have solar panels with a linear current booster. But here's my problem. My solar panels, I think the ideal place would be on top of the rock cut here, because the rock cut is facing south. Okay, so I've already told you that from this pipe to the pump in the river, I've got about 210 feet. But from the solar panels, I would bring a wire through the bush here, through the bush over there, and all the way to the rock cut. That's where my solar panels would be. That would be at least another additional 300 feet. I didn't measure yet, but my bet is that, yeah, I would have a total length of 500 feet. So if my solar panels are 12 volt, I got 500 feet of wire, I'm going to lose some voltage. It's not going to work. As far as the research I did, unless I would put like wire size of a welding cable or something, and it would cost me a fortune. So if you guys have any idea, let me know. I was thinking another solution maybe would be to clear the bush here so I can get enough sunlight and put my solar panels here. But I would still have over 200 feet of a cable from the solar panel to my pump. Maybe another option would be to put a gas pump, maybe let it run for 1 day per week. That would be a lot cheaper. I could buy a gas pump for $400. The pipe is already set up there and everything. But I don't know if I would run it for 1 day per week, if that would be enough. Anyways, if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave some comments. Okay guys, so I told you that earlier that I'm assuming that I'm getting about 1,000 gallons of water per hour here. So we're going to measure it with a bucket. This is a 5-gallon bucket. I don't know if it's 5-gallon metric gallons or imperial gallons, but whatever. It's going to be close anyways. And Dad, show me the phone here. We got a stopwatch set up on the phone. Okay, you see the start button there? Okay, so when I say go, press the start button. 1, 2, 3, go. Seconds. 30, 31, 32, 30, 34. Okay, so let's do a little bit of math here. So there was a 5-gallon bucket divided by 34 seconds equals times 60 minutes or 60 seconds equals, so 8.82 gallons for 60 seconds, or so for 1 minute, times 60 minutes. So I'm looking at 529 gallons per hour. So yeah, almost half of what I estimated. So yeah, I don't think that that would keep the pond full if I would be pumping that like 12 hours a day every day. I really have any doubt. I really have some doubts. I would probably need 2,000 gallons per hour. That's probably what I would need. So anyways, is the gas pump the answer? I don't know. Leave a comment, and thanks for watching.